Hi, second graders. Miss Shannon here. We have made it. We are on lesson 7. Today, we will start writing our final copy. You have worked so hard up until this point. I cannot wait to see your final published story. This is only day 1, though. Today, we will focus just on rewriting our words, our story. Tomorrow, we will work on this again, and that time we will work on including our illustrations and pictures. Here is a reminder for you about the lessons we have worked on so far, starting with our heart map. And I hope that you have kept your heart map handy and nearby, because when we continue to work on our narratives, you will choose a new story from your heart map. We've learned on stretching out small moments, crafting powerful endings, including dialogue and details to give the reader a feeling that they were really there in your story. This was a review from last time. This was my teacher example. Our last lesson talked about rereading our writing to make sure that everything looked right, sounded right. We had all of our proper capitalization. We had periods to end every sentence. So this was an example of how I went back through, reread my writing, and really made sure that I was following those expectations. I know you did that as well too. So today is the day you will start to write your final draft. You all should have a packet in your folder that is labeled final. Okay, that means this is your fresh copy. And a final draft means we take all of our edits and all of the work we have been doing and copy it. That means rewrite it on the new packet. Okay, so that is what we are going to work on today. Today, you will make sure to write in your neatest handwriting. This is really important. You want to make sure that the reader can read your story properly. So writing in your neatest handwriting, remembering to write on the line, forming your letters clearly and neatly. Second, you will want to use finger spaces in between each word. I will show you what that means on my example in a moment, but it basically means you want to be able to fit one of your fingers in between each of your words in your writing. If your words are too smushed together, then it's hard for the reader to read. So make sure that you are including finger spaces in between each word. Also, you will want to make sure that your story starts with a 2-finger indent. I will show that to you in my example in a moment. That helps show the reader that it's the beginning of your story and the start of a new paragraph. Lastly, at the end, you will reread when you finish to make sure that you didn't miss any words or forget any punctuation. In tomorrow's lesson, we will work on our pictures. So today, I really want you to focus just on the writing portion of it, okay? We will hold on to the pictures until tomorrow. So as a reminder, this was how I left my draft. I had places where I needed to add dialogue. So when I did my final copy, I had to include those sentences or dialogue in my writing. So my dialogue where I said, "Let's go to the beach," I said to my brother, I had to include that in my final copy. On the next page, you will see where I included that sentence. Here is my final copy. You can see where my pointer is, that is where I have inserted the dialogue into my final copy, making a clean and neat final product. I want you to take a look that in between each word, I can fit a finger. So each of my words are properly spaced, which allows the reader to read it. I also mentioned a 2-finger indent. Take a look at my top line, second graders. Do you notice that my first word, which is the word it, is spaced a little bit away from the margin of the paper compared to the other lines? That is called a 2-finger indent. I can fit 2 of my fingers from the edge of the line until my word began, That shows the beginning of a paragraph. So when you go to rewrite your final draft, remember to try to start with a 2-finger indent. You can do that by placing 2 fingers on the top line and write your first word after or to the right of your 2 fingers. So you will be working on writing your story onto your final copy. Again, copying any changes you made, making sure that we are writing in our neatest handwriting. So this is it. It's your turn. Here is our list again of what you will need to be doing. Write in your neatest handwriting. Use finger spaces in between each word. Start your story with a 2-finger indent, like I did. And remember to reread when you finish to double check for any things you might have missed. Remember that tomorrow we will work on our pictures. I want you to try really hard, second graders, to do your best to try to finish writing your final copy today. I know we do have packet swap on Wednesday, and I am hoping that on Wednesday you can turn in your final copy to me with your packet swap, with your folder. So that's why we are doing writing 2 days this week on Monday and Tuesday. So I'm hopeful that we can stay focused and really get our work done so that I can read your stories later this week. I am excited to see all of your work. And remember to show me that you did do your work today. Take a picture of your front page just like I did and send it to me. Upload it to the green box on the last slide. Okay? Remember, if any of you are feeling frustrated or you're thinking to yourself, oh my gosh, I have to rewrite my whole story, remember our calm down strategies that we practice in second steps. Just focus and use positive self-talk. And just know that Miss Shannon can't wait to hear your story. Have an awesome day, second graders. Can't wait to read your stories.